Okay, itamo up in the gumiop. We've happily reached another dawn. At least I'm trying to be happy. It is Sunday morning, March 18th, 2018, in the lunar cycle Sa'akisum, the duck moon, 6th winter moon, and I am on my way over to the residence where I set up some skunk traps just yesterday, because I cannot seem to get any word from the client this morning by phone as to whether there are animals in the trap or not. And I do not want, I have to go teach in the coulee. I don't want to be responsible for animals lingering in the trap, you know. So I'm a little bit bent this morning with the new client, and I'm not sure whether to tack on an extra. I might have to tack on an extra little bit of a fee for having to run out and check this trap myself, because it's I really hardly charge anything at all to relocate these animals, but I expect them to play their part, you know. But maybe I didn't instruct well enough. That's the only thing, hey. So I might be lenient and just give more clear instructions, with the caveat that if I do have to come check, you know, I expect to be paid for that. So anyway, let's go see if there's any skunks. Yeah, sure enough, got one trap closed. Let's see if there's an animal in there. Oh yeah, there he is. And I'll just try to see if whether it's a skunk or not. So, in case it's, oh yeah, that's a skunk in there. All right, we've got a skunky. So I will move this one. Bring the trap back later to see if there's any more skunks and give better instructions. Well, needless to say, I'm glad I went to go check those traps. I had an intuition that there's probably an animal in there. You know, the setup was just too perfect. What with that kind of burrow right under the shed there, you know. So, and there might still be more, but glad I went to go check. You gotta really monitor traps. You can't leave animals just sitting in there. Let's see if I can set up this camera somewhere. There we go. Okay, so a couple of hours have passed and I was able to get a hold of the client, and everything's good, all's good. It just happens that she sleeps in a little bit later. She's got a back injury and takes some pain medicines for sleep, and she tends to sleep in. So we have an arrangement now where her daughter's gonna check in the early mornings for me, and she'll keep an eye on it in the evenings, which is good. It'll be monitored and I'm happy. So I went and reset the trap. We'll see if we get a second animal. But she asked a question, the client asked a question that really kind of provoked me to continue on with this video. And that is, she asked whether or not I caught an adult or a baby. And I told her I caught an adult, and then she expressed some concern, like, what if there were babies under there and I caught the mother? Are they going to be able to survive? And that's a good question. If that was the case, they wouldn't be able to survive. However, there shouldn't be newborn babies under there right now. It's too early. They have their newborns, you know, later on, closer to summer. And right now, though, they might have a couple of kits still from their last year's brood. Hence the need to reset the trap. But definitely not going to have newborns. It brought to mind for me the fact that I should say something about now is really the time, if someone is concerned that they might have a skunk or a raccoon, for that matter, on the property that they don't want to be there. Now is really the time to get out, you know, survey your property, look for signs that there's, for any of these animals who might be living there, either things like that den, you know, the den dugouts, or if there's a lot of tracks or these kind of things. In any case, get out there and survey and find out, and if there are animals, now is really the time to remove them before they go through that breeding process, because once they have those newborns, of course, then things get ugly if I move them, like you can imagine. So yeah, just I might put something on my rattlesnakes page. In fact, I'll probably post this video on there along with a written reminder that it's time to check, and if you need to have animals cleared out, it's time to clear them out if you don't want them there, because pretty soon that gets sticky. All right. Yeah, all in all, still a good morning.